Welcome to another episode of the Brown Sugar Café podcast, the place where poetry meets conversation. I'm your host, Terrence P. Elmore, and today's episode is part 2 of Playing It Safe. Jason Reynolds has a poem called For Everyone, and I really love this poem. It has one of my favorite quotes in there. It's where he says, dreams don't have timelines, deadlines, and ain't always in straight lines. And that is so true. Our dreams don't have timelines, but we give them timelines. And our dreams don't have deadlines. We give them deadlines. Unrealistic deadlines, unrealistic timelines. We put those type of pressures on our dreams. And then the part where it says dreams aren't always in straight lines. That is so true. Sometimes you have to go side to side. Sometimes you may even have to go around in a full circle, come back to where you started, but the dreams don't always have straight lines. And so when we think about our dreams, we unrealistically put pressure on ourselves to achieve them at a certain time. And now that we think we're at a certain age, that those dreams no longer exist or they're no longer possible to achieve, but that's not true. And then also in this poem, he goes to reference a point in his life when he was 25 years old, having to move back home with his mother. And I can imagine during that time, having to move back home with your mother. It's like, wow, my dreams, I failed my dreams and they're no longer achievable. But during this time, when he moved back home with his mother, he saw that she was living out her dreams, things about her that he didn't even know. Like at this point in her life, after 40 years of 40 hours a week behind the desk, as he puts it, her dreams were being made real and her passion had been made plain. Like that's just it. Like sometimes we may reach a point in our lives where we're maybe 50 or 60 years old and we're looking like, wow, time has passed. But guess what? That time hasn't passed. Like you're encouraging someone else to start their dream, to relive their dream. And so when I think about playing it safe, like, are we playing it safe because it's the easy thing to do, or is it out of fear? So we need to stop playing it safe and get in the game. Get off the sidelines. Stop playing it safe. Even with careers, some of us have jobs where we have tenure, close to retirement or what have you, but you know that that job is no longer serving you. You know you are meant to do more, whether it's starting your own business or even going to another job, but you know that it's somewhere and somewhere else that you could be really fulfilling your dreams. It's somewhere else that you could be inspiring someone, actually making a difference. But like a lot of us, we get into these careers and the path might not have started in the place where we thought we would be, but along the way, things gotten a little better as far as moving up in the company, getting particular raises, different accolades, and things like that. But deep down inside, we know and feel that this isn't where we were meant to be. But it's so easy to get trapped in that thought of, I've been here X amount of years, and why would I leave when I have a good thing going? But are you really supposed to be there? Is that where you're really supposed to be? And what are you doing with your dreams? Are you cheating your dreams out of opportunity to be made real? Like, I want us to think about the people who need us to live our dreams so that they can be inspired. The people who need us to live out our dreams so they could find purpose. Like, who loses if we don't win? And then I think about relationships and those who are single and how they've gotten to a place where they say they're okay with where they are because, hey, this is just where I'm supposed to be in life. But they know deep down inside that they have a desire to be with someone else. They have a desire not to be alone. And I don't want anyone to okay themselves into a life that wasn't meant for them. I don't want anyone to feel pressure from other people that makes them say they're okay, because there's a difference between being okay with where you are because you know it's temporary, and there's a difference between that, and there's a difference between being okay where you are because you don't think you deserve more. So which one is it? Are you okay with where you are because you know it's temporary? Are you okay with where you are because you feel like you don't deserve more, or are you really okay with where you are? Like, this is what I want us to think about. Like, when we're in these different areas of our life where being okay is our mantra of what we say, are we really okay, or are we just playing it safe? Like, what more could you be doing if you just keep going? I mean, look at different people. Look at Elon Musk. He started PayPal. PayPal made him a millionaire. And then Tesla made him a billionaire. And now this SpaceX is set to make him a trillionaire. What if he stopped at PayPal? And then some of you are probably hearing this and thinking like, hey, I don't need so much, I don't need a lot of money. I'm good with where I am. But what more could you do with more resources? How many more people you could help if you had more money to do so? How many of us have seen a situation where people have lost everything they had, and we were like, wow, if I had more money, if I had the funds to spare, I would help them out. Like, those are the things you have to think about when you're saying I have quote unquote enough money and I'm good. If you have a heart for people and desire to help people, how much more can you do with more money to help people? So playing it safe is keeping us in a place of complacency. We're not expanding. We're not expanding anything. And so when we stop playing it safe and we get off the sideline, it's not just for us, but it's for the people who are watching us. It's for the people who are depending on us. And so when we're playing it safe, we think we aren't taking any risks, but you're risking the development of someone else. You're risking someone else being able to put their ideas out there, someone else being able to feel comfortable with, or someone else having the courage to try something that they've been afraid to try just because they see us do it. To them, we might have it all. But when we stop playing it safe and relive those dreams and bring those dreams back and execute those ideas, we're inspiring them to do the same thing. And so with this playing it safe, it's saying where you are is just enough and it's good enough. But I want us to get to the place where we're tired of good enough just being enough, and we're tired of playing it safe. We have to stop playing it safe back in the game. We have to stop playing it safe and do the things that we know we can do.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Brown Sugar Cafe podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Terrence P. Elmore, and this is the place where poetry meets conversation. Hit that follow button and turn on your notifications so you won't miss an episode. Check out my blog, thebrownsugarcafe.blog. Also connect with me on Instagram at thebrownsugarcafe. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, remember, keep pushing forward.